Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. 3LW's and Stars Power actress Naturi Naughton was at her husband's Lewis sickbed and wasn't sure what the outcome would be. Now, Naturi is married to a man named Lewis. They've only been married for almost 2 years now, and it's going to be 2 years on April 2nd of this year, 2024. Her husband Lewis says on January the 10th, I was in so much pain, I felt I was dying, and that would be my last day. And y'all, I just want to tell you that this is why marriage vows are important and why you must take them serious, because you truly don't know who you are marrying until you get into the thick of it. Before I read to you what happened, someone wrote under this, it is so important to choose the right spouse. It's literally life or death. He definitely found favor with Naturi. Truth be told, everyone doesn't receive favor with whom they marry. When the vow says for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, and y'all know the rest, honey. That's exactly what happened to Naturi and her husband, Lewis. About 6 or 7 days ago, her husband made a post that he has been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. This diagnosis came as a surprise, by the way, but y'all, the story behind why he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in the first place is mind-blowing, so take a listen. Lewis says, these past 3 months have been very challenging. I came down with bronchitis on December the 13th. My cough never went away, which led me to go to the doctor for something more substantial to knock it out. I never thought medicine could be life-changing. And so, honey, before I go on with his post, when Lewis says life-changing, this is where he's saying that the original medicine that the doctor gave him to clear up the cough changed his life for the worse. He continues to say, I started taking the medicine in January. On January 9th, I started experiencing back and chest pains, but by January the 10th, I thought I was having a heart attack. I was in so much pain, I felt I was dying, and that would be my last day. I went to the hospital and the doctors about 6 times in January. They gave me blood pressure pills and things for my cholesterol. They ran test after test. Everything came up great, but I felt worse and worse. I felt weak, slow, unbalanced when I walked, and tired. I couldn't hold down any food, and my acid reflux was like on fire in my body at all times. I tried IVs and all kinds of vitamins. I couldn't get my body to act right, and my mom flew to NYC to check on me. She checked my sugar level, and they were through the roof. I was en route to see another doctor, and they told me to go to the hospital immediately. My sugar level was even higher when I got there. They ran test after test, and the next day the doctor came in and said I was now diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. What a mind-blowing movement, he says. I stayed calm, but my internal thoughts were all over. I've seen people I love die and get amputated because of this. My A1C was so high the hospital couldn't even chart it. I thought that was unbelievable because my A1C was just 4.7 in November. So how is this even possible? I wasn't even pre-diabetic. They explained to me that the steroids and medicine I was taking filled my body with glucose, and my body couldn't make enough insulin to get it out. So this is my new life. They woke me up every 2 hours like clockwork to draw blood and test me. I even had to watch the Super Bowl in the hospital after what had seemed like the entire last 3 months. Buddy says, I'm not sick. I'm at the hospital and feeling stronger. They always say, watch who you marry, and that's so true. My wife has been heaven sent at Naturi for real. You are the real MVP. Love you. I promise I'll be here. So I know that was a lot, y'all, but honey, I praise God for his testimony and for having a wife like Naturi by his side. Many of Naturi's friends in the entertainment industry did send their encouragement, like Nia Long, her Stars Power co-star Lala, Candy and her husband Todd, Brisha Webb, Super Sin, and a host of many others. But I really want to get into what fans comment under the post, because truth be told, Naturi's husband is so lucky to have come out of all of this alive. Someone wrote, this is a prime example of how the white medical industry does not take diagnosing African Americans correctly in hospitals. They throw anything at us. How is it that his mama checked his sugars and the hospital didn't? How is it that many African Americans feel sick and go to the hospital to be misdiagnosed and die? This man is lucky, but many aren't. And I agree with that one, honey. Someone else wrote, so the doctors didn't think to check to see if the new medicine was the culprit of your symptoms. The fact that checking your sugars crossed your mom's mind, that's God. God bless you. Glad you're feeling better. And Lewis shows his wife Naturi in the hospital combing his hair. And someone wrote, the way she combed that hair is serious. That's love. Someone else wrote, I want to be this wife one day for a worthy man. Naturi does respond to her husband's post by saying, you know I got you, Papa. To infinity and beyond. 4/2/22. I will always be here for you and do whatever it takes. I'm grateful for your mom for being led to check your sugar. Praise God. Hashtag my forever love. So before I wrap up this video, y'all, this was a scary situation, but thank God for a praying mother, right? Who covers even their adult children. My goodness. And I just want to say that there are some good nurses and doctors in this world that are Caucasian, but based on my experience, I just think that it depends on the type of insurance you have. I think it's also based on your doctor's morals and values in their personal life. Like, how did they grow up outside of their medical profession? Because even though the medical profession is a common ground for doctors and nurses, it doesn't mean that they all share the same morals and values. And a lot of the times the way how they grew up or the way how they go in their day-to-day life plays a part onto how they're gonna treat people of a certain race. So it is important to continue to ask questions. I promise you there are no stupid questions, but the biggest thing is to pray about it, because I believe that God will give you discernment to let you know that you are not in this alone, and that he will give you the courage to say what you need to say. So God bless Naturi and her husband too, Lewis. I think this was a wonderful testimony, but y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Has anybody experienced this? I, for one, can raise my hand and say that I have. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.